CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screen.
Is that Pizzy got the beat, boy?
Yeah.
Pizzy got the beat, boy.
You better reach out to feel some. No matter the game, we still won. Hard work and chill none. Never fake with the real ones, the real ones. Cooking up until done when the meals come. Wait, they fake dead. We keep it real with the real ones. Pop, blow the roof in the place. We coming for you, the truth in the face. Switch it up and I do get it late. Keep it real, I'm not losing the race. Pop, blow the roof in the place. We coming for you, the truth in the face. Switch it up and I do get it late. Keep it real, I'm not losing the race. Hiding it loud, bombing it out. No going home cause the night's still young. Inhaling the kush, found a home in the sky. Eyes on the low cause I'm always high. Nike on my feet as I hit on the streets. Move out the way, I'm speeding in my lane. Hit and run, no stopping like a train. I can do it again and again. Why these niggas say bar for the fame? I be up on my house in the streets, know my name. And I keep it real like Blue, my deepest. That's 100 if you didn't know. MPM, that's my gang. Best believe my niggas who we go blow. Cause I keep it real like Blue, my deepest. That's 100 if you didn't know. I it up for the real ones and F it up for the haters. We keep it real, now the haters. Stage box full of divas, like damn. Yeah, stage box full of divas. Yeah, stage box full of people. Pop, blow the roof in the place. We coming for you, the truth in the face. Switch it up and I do get it late. Keep it real, I'm not losing the race. Pop, blow the roof in the place. We coming for you, the truth in the face. Switch it up and I do get it late. Keep it real, I'm not losing the race. You better reach out to feel some. No matter the game, we still won. Hard work and chill none. Never fake with the real ones, the real ones. Cooking up until done when the meals come. Wait, they fake dead. We keep it real with the real ones.
Hey, yes, man, come through, come join us. What a
you,
powerful
thank you.
sound, what powerful messages that you bring across. I enjoyed that one thoroughly. Ladies and gentlemen, have you any shout outs to anybody that is watching right now at home? 060-391-8464 is that WhatsApp dial that you should be communicating with us. Social media. Our handles throughout Ekse Live, you're available on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter.
Yes, I feel like I'm going to 7 because the WhatsApp line I big.
0-6-6-0-391
391
84
84
Sintanda nogi makhaya.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Pizzy, Piz, in the studio, and he decided to set that stage on fire, and he is here joining us for a conversation. Thank you so much for a wonderful performance.
Thank you so much for having me.
At only 22, I had no minds of retiring from anything that I was doing back then. You retired from rapping.
And you're like, I'm gonna be a producer now. Yeah, you can't tell.
Tell us your story from a young boy to who you are today. How was growing up and what formulated the person that you are today?
Yes.
Well, growing up, I always loved music, and like making music was like the only thing that like I really loved, you know.
Yeah.
And like I had to sacrifice so much for music and just make music because like even with like school and everything, I was just focusing on my music, like trying to be better at what I can do, because like I felt like that was my only talent that I could like use for my living. You know?
And then, I mean, you mentioned at school. So back in the Dizzy, actually, what music were you listening to? Who was inspiring you? Who was that artist where you heard them, you were like, I need to be a rapper?
Well, I was inspired by Lil Wayne, actually.
Oh, you even copied his hair.
Let's not call it copying.
I'm joking.
Let's call it
Inspired.
influence. Influence.
Yes.
Not only are you a rapper, you're also a producer, but a producer who's doing things for other upcoming as well.
Yes.
Why is that important for you?
Well, back in 2019, I decided to take a break from rapping and just focus on music production.
Okay.
I started a record label, Noise Pollution Music Entertainment, and I had artists that I'm pushing. So like during that time I was just like pushing everyone, trying to get the music out there, like because I produced for them, so it was kind of like showcasing my talents out there as well.
Yeah, but back then, your main focus, you wanted it to be mainly producing, and you quit rapping indefinitely. What pulled you back?
Well, I've always loved music, rapping actually, so like I was still doing it like behind the scenes, just
Yeah.
like trying to perfect my art.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then what do you rap about? I mean, there's so many subjects in the world to rap about. What
Well-
is your main focus or the one thing that you're saying you're passionate about when it comes to your pen game?
Well, I rap about hustling mostly, just like achievements basically.
Yeah. Why is that important to you? Do you feel like young people as ourselves need to be hustling more, or do you feel like that's exactly what we're doing, so that's why you write about it? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I feel like because like all I do is hustle, so I feel like it's all I can speak about in my music.
You're staying true to
and
yourself.
yes.
Love that.
What's your end game, your mission and vision for everything that you're doing today? Where do you see that taking you in 100 years to come? What legacy do you want to leave?
Well, I want to go international, like
Yeah.
like I want to be an international artist basically.
All right. Do you remember your first rap? Like the
Um,
first one you ever wrote?
Yeah, but it wasn't so good.
Can you please share that? We'll be the ones that decide.
It wasn't very good because like I was just trying to like I started rapping through poems. I would like read poems and then I use poems to rap, and then yeah, that's how I started writing my own music.
Speaking of things that are not so good, when you started producing, you used some apps, with computer, right?
Yes.
And then it was like, and then you went and learned izinto that would make you sound professional and things that would make you an international superstar. Now, one young person is watching the show right now and they wish to be a producer, but they do not know. What kind of qualities should one have to become one of the very best producers? What's the winning formula?
Well, nowadays things are much easier with the internet.
Yeah.
Like watching video tutorials on YouTube, trying to learn. You can get there. Like just watching video tutorials. That's how I actually got to where I am, through video tutorials. All I did was watch video tutorials. It wasn't easy for me as well. Like I remember the one time I couldn't make a beat, but I was watching video tutorials all the time, trying to get to know the app I was using, FL Studio.
Yeah.
So it wasn't easy. There's this one time when I had to take a break, basically like quitting.
Yeah.
But then during that time I was just like, okay, let me just watch video tutorials the
Yeah.
whole time
Yeah.
and learn
Yeah.
how to do this. I used video tutorials as my own series. Instead
Really?
of watching movies, I decided to watch video tutorials. That's how I got to where I am today.
And how do you keep on? I mean, you spoke about how the fact that you even stopped, you're like, I don't know what to do. How do you keep on going? Where do you find the strength to say, okay, this is tiring, I'm not going to do it for 2 weeks, but I'm going to get back up again?
Well, for me, I always try to learn new things whenever I produce or work on something. So I always try to look for new information about how
Yeah.
to do things, because sometimes I get to that stage where I'm like, I can't mix this song like properly, but then like I just take some time to get some inspiration and I get back at it. So it's
Yeah.
all about like taking
We're
your
going
way to
towards
get
a
inspiration.
huge weekend. Where
Yes.
can people see you perform? What's the gig looking like? What's the gig guide?
Well, at the moment, there's no shows lined up, but like these past weeks, I was performing. Last week, I performed in Portland,
Yeah.
and this Friday, I was performing in Trenchtown.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You were there
nice.
with Mo JJ. Okay,
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Lovely.
Quickly, where do we find you on social media handles so that we're able to go there and find your music?
Yes.
Well, I'm on Instagram, Pizzy Piz Worldwide, and Facebook, Lil Paul, aka Pizzy,
Hi, boo.
and then Twitter, Pizzy Piz Official.
Cool
Okay.
stuff, ladies and gentlemen. That's Pizzy P. Make
Yes.
sure that you follow him and you follow his music. Perhaps you'll find something that speaks to you.
Yes, and this next thing is going to speak to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go on an ad break.
CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screens.